Hi everyone, and welcome back as I take another look at Alien from a slightly different perspective. I've already covered, wow, the first time I viewed it. So this is a slightly different perspective, this is. So, Alien starts off with this interesting opening shot, and eventually what is spelt out on the screen is the word alien. Then that leads on to a little bit of info about the Nostromo, and it has a crew of 7. It's returning back to Earth, and it gets rerouted to an alien world. I like the Spartanness of Nostromo on the upper decks of it, very Spartan and clean. And then you look at the engineering decks, very grubby, greasy, and down to earth. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The crew of the Nostromo are a very interesting bunch of characters. They're not generic, they're not bland, they're not boring. They're all different in their own unique ways, and how they gel with one another is very interesting. So you've got something interesting here. Now, moving on to the complete weirdness of Alien, the world of Alien. It starts off, obviously, the discovery of the derelict ship that's crashed on this planet, and the crew obviously investigate it. And you know the story, so I'm not going to go into it. And it's a unique looking ship. It's completely unearthly. You can tell by looking at it. And the interior of this thing is completely unearthly. And then you get the classic shot, don't you? What is known as the space jockey. That fantastic classic shot of an alien life form that died. Something happened. And he doesn't really put them on edge. Something clearly went wrong here. But they're so intrigued in this vessel that they're exploring it. Unfortunately, leads to very nasty situation. The scene with Kane within the egg chamber is brilliant. He's looking at this thing, and he's so beguiled by it, and he's taken in. And when the egg casing opens up, you're thinking, don't look inside, and that's exactly what happened. He looks inside. So he winds up with a face hugger on his face. The crew obviously return back to the Nostromo with Kane. And this really is a brutal film, because what this is about is interspecies rape. That's exactly what happens to Kane. He is raped by this alien organism we call a face hugger, which leads us up to the classic bloody scene of the film, the chest burster. That's the pivotal scene of the film, you could say, because it is so gut wrenching when the alien emerges out of Kane's chest and he becomes the first victim of the alien. Another scene I really like is when Dallas is in the heart of the Nostromo, the computer room, and it's called Mother. And he basically asks Mother, what are my chances? And of course, Mother cannot tell him, because Mother cannot identify what this organism is and why it's hostile. So it's quite an interesting scene, that, it's strange. Is he trying to get some reinsurance? Well, we all know what happens to Dallas. That's a great scene in the tunnel. All that tension that leads up to it. It's something going on, and then there it is, wallop in his face, and that's goodbye, Dallas. Now, the alien itself, I think Ridley Scott did a wonderful job with the alien. He kept it in the dark, he kept it in the shadows. We only got glimpses of it, and that was the correct thing to do. because it made the alien itself much more scary, much more foreboding, dark, hostile, and that was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So here we are now, at the end of the film, and it's Ripley who is the only one who survives. How is it that Ripley survives? Is it because she was cautious or overcautious, or implied logic with caution, or was she just damn right lucky? It's hard to tell. But the various aspects of Ripley, her personality, are what got her through to survive this encounter with this nasty beast. So the cast themselves, Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Hope and Yaphet Kotto, they were fantastic. They were a great bunch of actors put together in this fantastically made film, which starts off slow and it leads up to the grizzly scene, obviously, and then it starts picking up pace as it moves towards its climax at the end. Alien has everything. It's got a great cast. It's very well directed. The acting in it is brilliant. The special effects for its time are very good. It still holds up today. And it really is one of the true gems of the 1970s, Alien. If you've never seen Alien, you should see it. I'm a science fiction fan. I love science fiction, and Alien is up there in lights for me. I just think it's a fantastic film. Okay, on that note, everyone, have a wonderful time, and I'll see you in due course on the next one. Goodbye.